I'm Evette Rios, and tonight I'm throwing a little dinner party for some friends in honor of Earth Day. And it's all going to be about reuse, so I'm coming to one of my favorite places for great secondhand finds, the Chelsea Goodwill. And what I love about the Goodwill is that any donations you give them and proceeds from any purchases go towards programs that help people with disabilities and other barriers to employment. So let's see what they have. Okay, so the first thing that I need for my dinner party are plates, because you can't have a dinner party without plates. So now for my dinner party, I'm gonna need some cups. Since you can't have a dinner party without wine, I need some wine glasses. Then I also probably wanna do some napkins. I'm actually gonna reuse fabric that's available here. This is a panel for a curtain, and I'm all set. See, I always find what I need when I come to the Goodwill. So now I'm gonna take all this stuff back to the house and see what I can make of it. So I have been crafting away and my guests are about to arrive, so it's time to set the table with my Goodwill finds, zhuzhed up with some deco art paints. So I've got my tablecloth here that I bought at the Goodwill. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is bring out my chargers. And I found these at a discount shop. They were kind of a funky brown color. I spray painted them gold because a little bit of gold, you know, never hurt anybody. Okay, so now I'm gonna go grab my plates. And these are my Goodwill finds. These were a bunch of white plates that I found. Of course, none of them matched. I used some Deco Art gloss enamel paint, and I painted right on the plates using stencils that I printed out on my computer. So I'll set those up there. Then I'm gonna go get my salad plates. And then for my salad plates, I used the same Deco Art gloss enamel paint, and I painted the entire plate. These came in all sorts of funky patterns when I bought them at the Goodwill. So I just painted right over them to make them one color. And then I added a little coral motif that was super simple that I just kind of hand painted. Okay, so I'm gonna go get my glasses now. So what I did here was I used the same gloss enamel paint, and I painted the base to kind of give it a little bit of an accent, and then free-handed this like coral motif. It's the same motif that's on the plate. And then, you know, with the Deco Art gloss enamel paints, what you need to do is after you've painted them, you can stick them in the oven for 30 minutes at 350 degrees, and it actually bakes on nice and hard, so you've got a nice durable finish. And let me go get my cups. I took a stencil that I printed out on my computer, cut it out, stuck it on here, and then just painted right over it. And I used the same animal on the cup as I do on the plate, so that really ties it together too. Now I'm going to go get my silverware. So when you're setting up your table, you want to work from the outside in with your silverware. So your first course you stick on the outside. Pretty easy. So I'm going to do salad, you know, main course fork, the knife, sharp side always goes in, and your spoon on the outside, and I'm actually going to serve a little soup. So the soup spoon goes at the top, facing to the left. So now for our napkins. And these napkins I made out of a panel of a curtain panel basically that I found over at the Goodwill. I cut them up into 16 by 16 inches and kind of frayed the edge so it had like this very casual look. And then I used a fabric paint medium and added it to some Deco Art acrylic paint and kind of monogrammed them. So this is ER for Evette Rios. And I've got GW for the Goodwill. And I've got DA for Deco Art. And these are in a pocket fold, which is one of my favorite folds because you can stick stuff inside of it. These are called Hypericum berries. These are great because you can get these at any little floral shop. They're super cheap and they last a long time. And for my centerpiece, I'm using this grape wood vine. But if you don't have this, you can use a piece of driftwood. I've actually done just grabbed some branches from outside and spray painted them a color. And since no dinner party is complete without a little floral arrangement, I've got some tulips that I'm going to set up. And then rather than putting them in some sort of fancy vase, I'm just using metallic colored cups that I had. And now, to add a little ambiance, I've got some candles. And personally, you know, I love a little candlelight. I think it adds a real touch and it sets a great mood. And ta-da! The table is set. And all this Goodwill stuff only came up to 20 bucks. That's my doorbell. And my alarm over there, Blue, is barking. That can only mean that my guests are here. So if you want more great ideas on how you can use paint, check out decoart.com. And for some great ways to reuse secondhand items, check out the Goodwill's Twitter feed or their Facebook page. See you guys.